Annie Moon's privilege problem is getting serious. First, there was pictures of her with men surfaced. They can be friends or more, we don't know, but what we do know is that this particular man is Samuel Lim, a close friend of Annie's. And he is gay, and spotted with Rosé of Blackpink as well. And these are from Annie's old Instagram posts. Definitely reactions were mixed. Some weren't absolutely supportive of this closeness. To make things worse, just a day after her debut, for which she is getting praised for, we have a video surfacing now. The article says, the Black Label's ALLDAY members' intimate video with a man surfaces. Another video from Annie's past gained attention online, this time featuring someone who appears to be a different man than the previous instance. In a clip shared on X, Annie is seen being intimately held by a man who picks her up and appears to kiss her neck as he carries her away. This launched another avalanche of negative comments about Annie's attitude, questioning her pre-debut behavior as someone who wanted to be an idol. OP said, "What kind of rookie idol has a past like this? I can't help but laugh from how absurd it is." Still, if you wanted to be an idol, you really shouldn't have filmed stuff like that. But honestly, I'm just insanely jealous. Regular people bust their asses for years in school, take the college entrance exam, work part-time jobs for like $10 an hour just to pay tuition. Meanwhile, some people are born rich, live carefree, and if they feel like becoming an idol, they just can. That kind of insanely privileged life is just... If it weren't for the Shinsegae granddaughter label, someone like her would have gotten absolutely dragged and forced to leave the moment she debuted. Just like Kim Garam. Alright, I know from the very beginning people were saying Annie is going to be a baggage for the group. From the moment the Black Label unveiled her as part of their shiny new co-ed group, the internet's been buzzing with side eyes and snark, predicting she'll drag the whole operation down with her Cheeball heiress status and now infamous pre-debut shenanigans. I'm not out here standing Annie like she's the next K-pop messiah, nor am I joining the keyboard warriors ready to cancel her for breathing too close to a man. K-pop have a very serious and almost dangerous obsession with no dating. Just 3 days ago, Monsta X Min Hyuk, who's been in the industry over a decade, apologized for dating rumors, and he clearly wrote, "I can't take it anymore." And you expect fans to be more emphatic after a long apology, but no, he got even more hate afterward. So Annie getting hate for pre-debut videos and photos. And that as a rookie, you can imagine the discourse around it. On top of that, there is nepotism involved to make it worse. Let's start with the baggage claim itself. It's basically code for Annie's gonna tank ALLDAY project with her rich girl antics and questionable past. The second her Shinsegae heiress status dropped, fans were ready to write her off as a nepotism hire who'd waltz in, mess up, and let talents like Bailey Sok or Jo Woo-chin and youngseo carry the group. The narrative was set. She's a spoiled princess who'll be more trouble than she's worth. Fast forward to now, her pre-debut hug is the equivalent of setting the stage on fire. Sure, Annie didn't do herself any favors leaving those posts up. She has become a supervillain. The privilege angle is where this gets juicy. Annie's Cheeball background is like a neon sign screaming, "I had it easy," and fans aren't wrong to raise an eyebrow. In a world where most idols grind through years of training, scraping by on dreams and instant ramen, her wealth and connections probably fast-tracked her to the Black Label's roster. It's not hard to see why that stings. Netizens are out here working soul-crushing jobs while Annie's sipping oat milk lattes and landing a debut. South Korea's economic divide is no secret. The country's got a shiny global reputation for tech, K-pop, and Squid Games, but beneath the surface, it's a tale of haves and have-nots. The top 1% own over half the nation's wealth, while regular folks are hustling multiple jobs to afford Seoul's sky-high rent. Chaebols, like Annie herself, run the show, controlling everything from department stores to instant noodles. Meanwhile, the average South Korean is grinding through insane work hours, skyrocketing living costs, and a job market where even a degree from a top university might land you a gig pouring coffee. This gap isn't just numbers, it's a cultural sore spot. People are fed up, and movies like Parasite, they are a mirror to the resentment bubbling under the surface. Now Annie Moon, a literal Cheeball princess, stepping into K-pop like she's strolling into a family-owned department store. Her Shinsegae lineage makes her a walking symbol of everything people resent about the elite. And that's where the baggage label gets its teeth. The resentment is real, and the baggage label partly comes from this idea that she doesn't deserve her spot, that she's a liability because she didn't earn it the right way. But K-pop is full of idols who got a boost from money or connections. You think these idols are poor, or they just entered big companies solely on the basis of their talents. There are so many idols who are born rich and have strong family connections. Annie's just the one with a shinier last name. Calling her baggage for her bank account feels like hating on the game, not the player. Then there's the whole scandal mess. The video of her being carried and maybe kissed on the neck. Okay, not the smartest move to leave that floating around, but it's from her pre-debut days when she wasn't under K-pop's microscope. In this industry where dating is treated like a betrayal of the sacred fan idol contract, Annie's past is being weaponized as proof she's unserious. But I'm all for idols dating or having lives outside their choreography. Expecting Annie to have been a nun before debuting is absurd. The baggage here isn't her having a life. It's the fandom's obsession with purity. Is Annie completely in the clear? Nah. She's in a group already dodging bullets like Tarzan's cultural appropriation flub with those braids. Add her intimate video to the mix, and ALLDAY Project's launch is looking like a PR minefield. She could have been savvier about her digital footprint. Girl, hire a social media intern next time. If she keeps tripping over her past, it might weigh the group down, especially when they're trying to establish a vibe in a crowded industry. But she's not Kim Garam, whose bullying allegations were a legit crisis. Annie's crimes are just being a human with a pulse and a past. The group's got heavy hitters like Bailey Sok and Jo Woo-chin, youngseo, and if Annie can keep up, early signs say she might. She's not sinking the ship, she's just making the ride bumpier than it needs to be. Annie Moon as baggage is half truth, half hater hype. Her privilege and sloppy social media game make her an easy target, but the fandom's acting like she's personally betrayed them by existing. K-pop loves a villain, and Annie's wealth and old posts make her a convenient one. But let's not pretend she's the only idol with a past or a leg up. If she keeps delivering on stage and learns to dodge the internet sleuths, she might just prove the haters wrong. For now, though, the baggage label is just K-pop's favorite sport, turning a molehill into a mountain while we all pretend it's about standards and not petty resentment. Can we let her sing a few more songs before we declare her the group's Yoko Ono? Or is that too much to ask in a world where a pre-debut hug is front-page news? The dating thing needs to be changed seriously. Idols aren't for your 24/7 parasocial devotion. Can we all agree that dating is not a crime for these idols? Some have come to her defense, seeing nothing wrong with a young woman potentially dating even as an idol. She's 23, smart, beautiful, rich, and studied in America. What do you expect? Idols are human beings, not your toys. They can date and get married as they wish, deal with it, or don't support them and find a doll. Y'all are embarrassing, seriously. Go outside, please. As always, comment section is open for your opinions. Do share your thoughts and subscribe to the channel for more.